The South Carolina House passed a new income tax reform bill. You may remember previous versions that would mean a big tax increase for South Carolinians. State House reporter Caroline Yaffa tells us how this new version takes a different approach.
South Carolina has the largest income tax rate in the Southeast, but a bill that passed in the House could change that. Currently, South Carolina has a top income tax rate of 6.2%.
In the income tax in South Carolina, by putting it into statutory law and requiring the General Assemblies in the future to do so, while also lowering our top marginal rate.
Under the latest version of this bill, if you make more than $30,000, you would pay 5.39%. But if you make less than $30,000, you would pay 1.99%. But the rate would decrease over time eventually, leading to no income tax in the Palmetto State.
We will then have a flat tax. The triggers then continue down until the rate hits zero. A true historic day for reform in South Carolina.
Representative Justin Bamberg proposed an amendment, which he says would immediately make the income tax rate zero, but it was voted down.
Taking state income tax to zero now gives people more money to take care of their families.
But Representative Brandon Newton says you can't just bring it to zero in South Carolina.
It would be a 40% deduction in the state budget in 1 year. I think the way that it was explained by Frank Rainwater in one meeting was everyone could take a prisoner home at night because we couldn't house them in Department of Corrections.
Representative Jordan Pace agrees with Bamberg's amendment and says the House should have taken more time to look at the bill and see if they could cut waste in the budget to make up for it.
Listen, I'm all about cutting taxes. I'm all about going to zero. My fear is we've rushed this entire thing in the last few weeks.
The Senate says they will not take up this bill this year, but will instead wait until next January. In Columbia, I'm Caroline Yaffa.
Newton says the new bill would force every South Carolinian to pay at least some income tax, which means there will be a tax increase for 25% of South Carolina residents.